Ladies and gentlemen, Australian comedian and YouTuber Friendly Jordies is embroiled in a situation and is being accused of hating women.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I've been following this story for about a week and a half now, and I really wanted to wait and see how it developed. And can I say this, Mr. Jordan Shanks, Friendly Jordies, thanks for taking the heat off me. Usually it's me that the feminists and the angry people come after, but it's very nice of you to take one for the team and piss a whole group of people off. I will declare my allegiance. Jordan Shanks, Friendly Jordies, the YouTuber, comedian and political shill is a friend of mine, and I care what happens to him. And that's probably why I made this video, moreover than any other reason. But there's a second reason. I always find it hilarious how certain people, when they are questioned or backed into a corner, when they are argued against or one of their points of view is debated, particularly if it's a white dude, rather than argue the point, they claim sexism, racism, homophobia, transphobia, etc., etc. And that is a piss weak life to live. And anyone who does that should be ashamed of themselves. For those of you who don't know what happened, Friendly Jordies, Jordan Shanks, who was the dude who was being sued by the former Deputy Premier of New South Wales, sued during the middle of the pandemic, mind you, for defamation because basically Jordies was mean to him and he's a big fucking pussy. Now the big bad bully Friendly Jordies has gone after someone who you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to talk about these particular humans in a negative light, and that is, are you ready for this? Women. Because if you talk negatively about a woman, it's not because you disagree with her politics or the person that she is, it's because you hate women. And I think that's absolute garbage, but I'll get to that. But before I do, this fucking week, Christmas Eve, I'm giving away $5,000. All you have to do is buy merch, Stinky Dick Patrol. Go and get some merch right now, and you go into the draw. I'm drawing it on Christmas Eve. I'm gonna give you $5,000 just for buying merch. That's fucking amazing. Now back to the video. Thank you for listening. This isn't new, of course. None of this is new. Over the past decade, words like misogynist, sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic have been thrown around like it's a fucking volleyball tournament. They don't give a fuck. They just throw them like it's a fucking grenade and they don't care where it blows up. What's more is it takes away from actual examples of misogyny and sexism and racism. They are swept under the rug because we're so used to hearing it in ridiculous situations, and that is a real shame. So let's begin this story correctly. It's a story about a lady called Nicole with 2 L's. Fuck, do you want just all the L's? Flint. She is an Australian politician and, like the water in Flint, has left a bit of a shitty taste in a lot of people's mouths. She is a part of the Liberal Party. She was also a part of the Young Liberals. What is the Young Liberals, you might ask? Imagine every rich kid in Australia getting together and saying, well, I don't understand why the homeless people can't just go out and get jobs. Like, get off the drugs and get a job.
Why don't you get a job? What's your name?
Al.
Speak up, come on.
Al.
Get a goddamn job, Al.
Now, Nicole, last year, she actually made waves in political history by being the first Australian politician to ever wear a garbage bag and complain about sexism.
I've put up with a lot as a woman in politics. Police charged a creepy old man with stalking me. My campaign office was vandalised, calling me a skank, and a prostitute who charges $60 an hour.
Okay, that's not nice, and I'm sorry that that all happened to you, but also $60 an hour. Nicole, put your prices up, babe. Inflation, etc. like that. I don't think you could go anywhere in this country and get any type of sexual favors for $60 an hour. There's just no way. Even a shit hand job from a chick with no teeth, that's gotta be $70. In all seriousness, it's a shame that you felt unsafe. And if some news columnist is having a crack at you for wearing heels, fuck him to the moon. Who gives a fuck what some dirty old crepid thinks? Who cares?
So, Mr. Gers, what I want to know is, what should a woman in politics wear? How about a garbage bag?
Ha! Good one. I bet you didn't write that, but yeah, fuck that guy. I agree with you. It's not very nice what that dude said to you. But can I also just take a moment to say this? What the fuck is going on in Australian politics at the moment? You people, and yeah, I said you people are so fucking weak-minded when it comes to personal attacks. John Barilaro, Geordie's called you bruz. He did an Italian accent. Fucking grow up. Get some thicker skin, you child. And Nicole, someone has a crack at you and you carry on like this? You're a politician. Fix the roads, do something. Don't whinge and cry on Twitter like a baby, you fucking child. You have more important things to do. Bruz, it's not racist. Get over it. Nicole, none of this is sexist. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about what you look like or sound like. People care about your politics. And they seem to be, from what I've heard, shit. But where Geordie's comes into this, and the first time he got trouble in relation to Nicole Flint was when he made a 9-minute video about the bin bag saga, and he said these very naughty words.
In short, everyone in public life cops it. It's only the whiny little bitches like Nicole Flint.
He called a woman a whiny little bitch. He did call 2 men whiny little bitches exactly a second after that, but anyway, let's forget about that because that's not important to the story here, is it? Yeah, fuck men, hey Nicole, fuck them. And then Friendly, what's his name? Who cares, the misogynist pig? Friendly Jared or whatever his fucking name is, and then he made this video. Friendly Geordies. Enemy to women. I think we know the answer to that, you pig.
Get Up and the unions campaigned against her in an election, and she thought that the only possible reason they're going after a member of one of the most marginal seats in the country is that she's a woman. Then when someone wrote an article about her that wasn't glowing praise about her life ambition of wiping out an entire fucking species, sexist!
To break the video down for you, Jordan made some mean remarks about Nicole. Some name calling, that was all. And I'm sure if we were at primary school, he probably would have got a phone call home to his parents. But we're not. We're in the real world, and Nicole is a grown-ass fucking woman who is apparently in politics, or apparently not anymore. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't want to steal anyone else's line here, but harden the fuck up. My God, no wonder you didn't last in politics. You can't deal with a YouTuber making fun of you, fucking princess. When Geordie's made that video last year, Nicole went as far as to talk about it in Parliament.
There is nothing friendly about the behaviour of Jordan Shanks, otherwise known as the Friendly Geordies. Friendly Geordies depicted Lee Sales as a rat, Lisa Wilkinson a monkey, Gina Reinhart a pig, Deb Frecklington a cockroach, stated if Gladys Berejiklian was in the animal kingdom, she'd be a penis snake.
Nicole, so what?
And called me a whiny little bitch and one of the lowest forms of life there is.
Where would he get the idea that you do a lot of whining? I have no clue.
Friendly Geordies have intimidated, harassed and racially vilified John Barilaro and are now facing criminal and defamation charges.
So Jordan has been back and forth with her for a while, and I texted him this week and he said the videos will keep coming, and I'm sure Nicole will be angry about that, and she's probably angry about this video, but all you have to do is Google me and realise that you have a whole lot of things to be angry about. I'm the fucking worst person in the world apparently, Nicole, so fucking go for it, babe. Have a field day. But her war with Friendly Geordies was just beginning. In Parliament, she demanded that the Labor Party cut all ties with the king of the Labor shills, which I'm telling you, Jordan, you need to make a t-shirt that says that. I'm fucking telling you, mate. But it was after the garbage bag. It was after what happened in Parliament that the shit hit the fan well and truly. It fucking went off. I assume the Australian Labor Party will be disassociating themselves from this revolting sexist behaviour. Nicole Flint has been a fantastic MP and doesn't deserve this rubbish. Nicole also tweeted, will you condemn and cut ties with Shanks and Friendly Geordies now? To Albo, the leader of the Labor Party, Tanya Plibersek and other people, Kay Rudd, or do you support his sexist attacks on me? That's a weird one, isn't it? When people say, you got to cut ties with him, or do you just support that? When I had that Christchurch massacre joke thing go viral, people would message like venues and shit, or they'd message whoever and say, do you support this man? Do you support him? It's like, no, they run a business. That's it. This video is a disgusting sexist attack on me, Lee Sales, Lisa Wilkinson and Gladys Berejiklian and Gina Reinhart. It's despicable. Why would you react like that? If you just ignored it, if all of this would go away. Absolutely shocked and distressed to read this morning that a popular comedian, I'm not naming him here because I'm sure Outrage Page Trafficked is the business model, feels it's okay to call retiring Liberal MP Nicole Flint a whiny little bitch and Dickhole Flint. That's what this is all about? The whiny little bitch thing? Fucking Jesus. If this is what you expect in Parliament and where big business is making big decisions and billions of dollars, and you expect to be protected from sentences like whiny little bitch, you're gonna have a tough life, love. You're gonna have a tough fucking existence. Then the papers were jumping on it. The Australian said, demonstrably sexist. Flint slams political satirist, left-wing political YouTuber Friendly Jordies has been condemned by federal Liberal MP Nicole Flint after devoting an entire abusive episode of his podcast to the retiring backbencher. It wasn't a podcast, it was a fucking video, you dumb fucks. Then they asked me for $1 for 4 weeks of their fucking publication. How about you suck my cock, the Australian? Then it was the Telegraph's turn. Friendly Jordies, Jordan Shanks slammed for tirade at Liberal MP Nicole Flint. Then the Australian was back with another one, and once again, I shan't be paying. Jordies was also asked by a Murdoch shill to comment on what was going on, and then before he could reply, they published the story anyway. Great journalism, well done. The important thing to take away from this video is that most people who use the term misogynist, sexist, racist, willy-nilly are basically full of shit, and they can't argue in any intelligent debate, and they just resort to these phrases. Except when they're talking about me. Obviously, I'm a fucking pig. I think this all stems from people hating the fact that people like Friendly Jordies have their own empire that they run. And I'm not talking about a soy candle empire that you and your hairy missus run on a fucking weekend. I'm talking about a real empire here. He puts out content to his subscribers every single week, and he tells his story, and he researches it thoroughly, and people trust him. That cannot be said for most of the mainstream media on show here in this country and perhaps the world. In saying all of that, do I think Jordan Shanks, the Friendly Jordies, is a racist, sexist, misogynist? Yes, he absolutely is. Be a good motherfucker. Peace and Middle East, me dick stinks, toodle, blah, blah, blah.